Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're giving away our 4th gold pass of the 46,000 subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max of one entry. All the other rules and guidelines are in the pinned comment and description of the video. Guys, the ice block spell, I kid you not, is so insanely game changing. Seriously, it's going to make it so much easier for you lower town hall level players where you can use the ice block spell on the town hall giga bomb and you are not going to stress. It wipes out invisibility tower compartments because you can just frost your troops there. It's crazy the amount of use cases it has. This is the army I ran with in a friendly challenge. I'm going to show that there. But then I actually like to use the rocket spear on the royal champion. But this just dumbs down and gets you a little bit less epic heavy. Queen, magic mirror, healer puppet can work great too. But I'll see you guys in that replay and then we'll take this into legends. Okay, so I've got actually a ton of different use cases coming out with this frost ice block spell, I should say. I'm going to keep trying to call it a frost spell from Clan Capital. But let's explain. For this army, what I'm trying to do is set a funnel. Obviously, I want to get in towards that town hall compartment, so it doesn't matter what I choose. I just got to make sure one side of the flank is covered with the royal champion. I decided on 12 o'clock because if you see at the top side, I can actually delay her first invisibility. I can use it a little bit later on. And keep in mind, I thought I had the rocket spear here. So even though the single locks onto her, it doesn't ramp up. So I knew I could take care of that. And then as she's going to become up here, I'm going to get this invisibility. Make sure it does not highlight the Inferno Tower because I didn't want her to run through quickly out of it. At this point, I should have just popped the Royal Champion ability here because she's in a controlled environment. It would have been easy. But again, I kept thinking I had the Rocket Spear. That's what happens when you're trying to switch over to friendly challenge armies. But hey, no complaints. Works with the haste really, really nicely. I will also show this version off with the King in the army instead of the Minion Prince. So don't worry, you can stay tuned for that. Once this mortar goes down, I'm not actually going to get more value. I'm just going to recall. I'm fine with that. I'm going to get a Valkyrie to start setting up this funnel. I'm going to go Queen with the Siege Barracks down here. And then the Root Riders in right at this kind of Inferno and Wizard Tower area. I'm going to get the Loons down, Healers in to tank as well. At this point, we're looking pretty good with the Queen funnel. I'm going to get a Super Wall Breaker for this single target compartment. I'm going to let the Valkyries, Minion Prince, Warden all back in there. Warden, sorry, I shouldn't have said he's already down, but Royal Champion's cooking. Get some Super Barbs here. Get a Super Wall Breaker for us to help out. And at this point, I probably could have fired my Minion Prince ability. That way we could have frosted over the invisibility towers and set them off. I just wanted to show that I don't know what I was thinking. So I decided to use the Ice Block spell before we even activate them, which is something you should not do, but I decided to do so. And then at this point, I'm going to pop my Queen ability because she's getting a little bit low here. As you can see, they are going to come out. Oh, look, do you see that? The magic mirror? I guess I didn't have. I don't know what I had there. Maybe it was the giant. I don't know what was going on. Like, there's the action figure. I didn't see it there, though. But maybe it's some little bug or something like that. But Royal Champion, I'm going to pop her ability here. She still has the Spirit Fox up, full health. Going to pop it, though. I'm going to use an invisibility on her. And I'm going to just have all those remaining troops raged up. We still have our Minion Prince here, too, which is awesome. But the Royal Champion, with their ability, is going to cook. We still have an invisibility spell once if we need it. But as you can see, I'll go 4 times speed through this. We've got a ton of army left. And I'm going to end up swagging it, which is awesome. But let's go test this out in the Legends League. Okay, let's head in for the next attack. What we're going to do here, though, is, yes, I have the Rocket Spear, but I want to show off a King version of this army as well that I mentioned. So don't worry, stay tuned. I will have that as well. Let's click attack here. You can use the Siege Barracks or the Troop Thrower. I personally prefer the Siege Barracks still. But, okay, what do we want to do? Well, we want to set a funnel up. Walking down from this ricochet cannon down towards this air defense archer tower kind of area is great. You could do the same thing at the opposite side. Heck, you could do it at any of these sides because the base is kind of easy to kind of control your troops. When you have these big moats along this single, yes, it's kind of scary sometimes, but your troops go right into them if you set a solid funnel. So let's go Royal Champion here before I use up the clock timer, but we're doing good. First invisibility is down. Doing great there. No worries, nothing too high stress about this one. I'm going to let my Royal Champion work her way in towards this Tesla. Spirit Fox, I do want to stay safe. Obviously, we lured out the CC, which is great. I want my Royal Champion to take out this Monolith, would be ideal. She gets that. I'm a happy, happy camper. She's going to work on the Ice Golem. And then at this point, you know, she's going to get frozen. And then I'm just going to recall out of there. We're going to go Queen. siege barracks, bunch of debt collectors, and then watch. I'm going to use a couple Valkyries, super barbs to help out that final form, and then from the other side, we're going to go everything down here. We're going to get our loons, healers for tanking, split this up even more. Queen should be able to fight that off, no problem. I'm going to provide her a super wall breaker. Let's get my Valkyries. Let's get my recalled world champion in here. At this point, we are actually looking very, very solid with the funnel we set. I'm going to get more super barbs. I'm going to use a warden ability in a second, but right now my troops are actually doing pretty good. But why not? They're fine. I'm going to rage up the healers. Watch what I'm going to do on the other side. I'm going to overgrowth out some of this damage, not all of it. And then that way I can keep my troops funneled. Minion Prince ability does great. At this point, I can use a frost on them too if there's too much damage here. And you know what? That's what I'll do. Because I want to keep them alive for a little bit longer. Thought that would be a good decision. I'm going to pop my Roll Champion now ability in the core of the base. She will start taking some shots out, sniping everything down, which is awesome, awesome stuff. I'm going to pop the Queen ability on the outside of the base. I'm going to freeze here. She'll rip through that Ricochet Cannon. Roll Champion still doing great as well. And at this point, guys, this army has cooked. We have another invisibility still left over, which I'm not probably going to need to use. Get some archers down for cleanup. But as you guys can see, this army works really, really well. Swag the invis. I'm telling you that Ice Block spell is versatile. Some people think it's useless, but it's 7 seconds of 94% damage like reduction. That's insane, guys. It's like almost a little mini Eternal Tome in your army. You know what I'm saying? Like I used it on the Minion Prince there when he was about to take some damage. You could use it on your Root Riders going through a Town Hall Bomb explosion for lower level, like Town Hall 16, 15, 14, 13 players, even below that. But seriously, it's unreal. Let's go do another attack now. This time, let's bring in the King. Okay, so I wanted to try this out in war, and what I'm going to do here is we are going to run the Minion Prince again, but as you can see, they have the new defense as well, the Fire Spinner. I'm actually going to take that out right away. It will run in towards there. If I can take it out, great. If I can't, no worries. The main thing is why I want to head in towards that direction is because the Town Hall's got the Giga Bomb and 2 heroes. The Royal Champion is not going to get any value out of that. So if I can enter in kind of at this Wizard Tower, I should be able to get in towards this Fire Spinner. So let's give this a shot. We have our army loaded up here. Let's go RC down right away. Perfect. And then we're just going to focus in on the invisibilities like this. Let's see, Royal Champion is going to go towards these Teslas, which isn't actually too bad. But we got to make sure we actually go and take this down. It's gone. And now the Royal Champion's probably going to go towards the top side, which actually is not too bad. I would like her to kind of actually path a little bit better for us. But you know what? Still, we'll get that Ricochet Cannon, and then she should run in towards this air defense, which is fine, I guess. Not exactly what I wanted in terms of value. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to recall that Spirit Box because it was about to go down. I'm going to go Queen, Siege Barracks, a couple Skeleton spells, and then I'm going to go Root Riders. Between that funnel I created, Healers. Let's go Apprentice Warden, Minion, Warden. Let's get these Valkyries, a Super Barb over here. More Super Barbs for the Queen support. Get the Royal Champion back in the base. At this point, my Queen's doing fine. I'm going to provide her with that. I'm going to go Warden ability to heal up our Royal Champion. At this point, we're looking great. If I need a free spell here, I can use it. Just because I do want to make sure my Queen makes it through here. We're going to pop her ability. I'm going to go an Overgrowth on these outside buildings. At this point, let's have some fun here. I'm going to pop my Royal Champion ability. I'm going to go Frost on her. Oh my gosh, I lost my Royal Champion. That was so bad. That was obviously not intended, but let's see at this point. I'm going to have to fire off the Minion Prince ability. We're going to get something in towards that Town Hall compartment. Hopefully, ideally, my Queen. But you know what? With this Rage, we still should be fine. My Queen is still alive. We're going to get some archers out here. We're going to take that down. I'm actually going to end up raging my Minion Prince in towards this backside area. This should make it. We get the 3-star, but you know what? I'm a little bit unsure here. Royal Champion's doing great. Sorry, not Royal Champion. My Queen's still alive. Minion Prince did his job, so this was a lot closer than I honestly would have liked. but I think that was more so just because of the kind of loop-de-loop I had to do, which made this attack a little bit more unfortunate. But hey, we still have our minion prints, we have root riders, we're going to get the job done. But now I'm going to show this attack off with the king as well, and not just the minion prince, because I know some of you do not have him leveled up, which is I do truly understand. But don't worry, with the king it works exactly the same. All we're going to do is just switch him in, and we are going to use the phoenix with him. But that's a 3-star. Let's go do another one. Okay, the next base I have selected is right here. What I want to do with my royal champion, I'm going to avoid this top side. Way too much damage. The royal champion's going to get cooked by those enemy heroes. I could enter in from this corner, kind of this air defense, going towards a fire spitter. Could do the same thing at the left-hand side. But what I'd like a little bit more than that is if I get my royal champion in towards this wizard tower, I want to ideally clear out this monolith right here. Because once that's down, you clear out that moat section, and you're kind of good to go. So let's see if we got everything ready. Yes, we are bringing in the king for this version, like I said earlier. But let's focus up. RC is in. She doesn't take too much damage here. I'm probably not going to use an invisibility because I feel like I don't need to waste it. Everything should be relatively safe for the time being. And at this point, we're going to have to make sure we get another invisibility in. This should push my royal champion in towards the monolith. Look at that. We didn't even have to go anything too silly. And we should be able to get this monolith down before it launches off a shot. Next invisibility in here. Got to be careful that my royal champion doesn't take too much damage. I can't afford her taking a town hall shot. You know what? Oh, she's out. So I'm going to recall there. I'm going to go queen, siege barracks, maybe a couple super barbs to funnel. And then we're just going to go root riders from the bottom side, healers, apprentice warden. Let's get our king in here. Warden, Valkyries, more super barbs to funnel that side. I'm going to go for a super wall breaker for my queen. Let's get this world champion in soon too. But I can hold off for just a minute because I do want them to stay behind. So how about we go like there with the world champion? She's going to fire rocket spear shots. I'm not too mad at that. I'm going to use an invisibility on my queen to keep her alive. At this point, I'm going to use a rage for where my troops are about to go. Warden ability right here. Heal everything up. And this overgrowth, I'm actually going to debate right now where I want to use. I'm going to use a freeze on that backside. I'm going to go overgrowth on some of that damage. I'll let the queen fight majority of it. I'm going to pop her ability. If she needs a frost, we can do that. I'm going to frost the army here itself, but I'm going to get the healers to cook everything. So now they're taking way less damage. Queen's doing great. She's going to take care of the ricochet cannon. And I'm going to rage everything up here. I'm going to pop the king ability. Oh, that king ability was actually terrible. I could have been a little bit better at that, but hey, still going to get the job done for us. I'm going to get maybe some wizards down at this top side. Archers too. King's doing his thing. Royal champion still alive. The backside is kind of scary because my royal champion, yes, might be able to survive if she can go invis again. Oh my gosh, we lost the spirit box. That was a little bit unfortunate. I feel like we deserved to take that down. But hey, bunch of the force still left up. We have our king. We have the cleanup here. At least we should. And with these healers, yeah, we totally should be fine. My king still has his phoenix up. But a little bit of a sucky thing is I didn't see where my king was at, or I feel like this would have been even easier for us to get taken down. But hey, a 3-star is 3-star. We're going to get a stun down on this ricochet cannon from Diggy, which is going to be super nice. And we still have like 18 seconds left to get this 3-star done. King is alive. Root riders are good too. But now we're going to actually go do a Town Hall 16 attack with this army because I like it a lot. The only change being we can drop a root rider and see what we can do there. Okay, here we go. We are on my Town Hall 16. I dropped the Root Rider, so that gets me to the 320 camp space. We are going to do a cleanup attack on a Town Hall 16. The main reason for this is I want to show off how that Ice Block spell works. What we're going to do here is, you know what, we're just going to attack. We can plan as we go. We're not too scared about a base like this. Royal Champion, I'm going to set a funnel towards a section of the base. You know what? Maybe just down here. You'll see what I'm doing because I can get my siege barracks at the opposite side. Invis down here. Make sure the spirit box stays safe because I can get my queen to walk down that alleyway towards the town hall. World champion is doing great. Next, invisibility down just like this. I want her to kind of go in towards this monolith area. So if I can do that, I think that invisibility will be worth it at the end. If it's not, I would be kind of upset, but here, we're going to recall once we take it down, because I'm totally cool with that kind of value. Take a shot at this builder hut, nice. Okay, now we're going to go queen. siege barracks. Let's go a couple super barbs to make sure. And then we're going to go root riders, apprentice warden, Valkyries, loons. Let's get the healers in here. A couple wizards. Where's my warden at? Minion prince, world champion. I'm going to go freeze over here. Super wall breaker, super barbs. And you know what? We're going to get an early rage for where my troops are about to head. We're going to pop the warden ability in a second, right about now. And they should stay in this effect. And watch what I'm going to do. Through this town hall shot, watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to frost our troops over so they're not going to take damage through that town hall. And that's pretty much all you got to do. And just keep an eye out on how your troops are doing. World champion, I might pop her ability even though I do not see where she's at. Oh, world champion, where art thou? Oh, she's right there. Okay, let's pop her ability. Get that rage underway. Minion prince is doing his thing. We'll get some archers in for cleanup down here. Where's the queen? Pop her ability. Let's get the giant out. And then we got the magic mirror. Oh yeah, this is looking amazing. My minion prince is going to go down here. But he's got the phoenix. And you know what? I actually might just rage him up. Watch this for fun. Because I know this attack's going to be a 3-star. I'm not too stressed about it. You can get through that inferno and kind of just shred here in these seconds that it has the rage. Lures out the Seeking Airmind. We take that. But this is going to be overkill. Let me know what you guys thought. I like the Ice Block spell a ton. Works great with this army. It works also at lower town halls like Town Hall 16, 15, where you have the Town Hall explosions, obviously all the way down to Town Hall 12. Let me know if you guys are using it because it is seriously very, very good. Remember to enter for the 4th Gold Pass. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again very soon. Peace out.